So, how CoffeeZilla exposed YouTube's was sponsored by Internet anarchist. I messed up his name. Let's go.
CoffeeZilla has made a career out of revealing the dark
Yeah, he's
underbelly
pretty
of the
loud.
online world. However, it's not every day that you get to see a popular
He's like blowing
YouTube
up my.
sponsor
He's
deprive
louder than
thousands
me.
of people of
What?
life savings.
My wife and I, our family has
It's okay.
18,000 in Yotta that we can't get out.
Over $60,000 frozen up in Yotta.
$15,440.06 frozen in Yotta.
What's even more surprising is that it all could have been avoided. Please help. Never should have listened to Graham Stephan. I wonder if he knew things were looking bad. That's why he stopped promoting it. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking into the collapse of a.
I was looking at that one with the satisfying downfall of Chris Tyson. I was looking at that. I was like, ooh, probably don't want to put that one on. At least today.
Once beloved YouTube sponsor, Yotta Savings. A YouTube sponsor
that was
promised to help
YouTube
viewers
savings?
with a no-lose lottery, but inevitably became a worse option than not saving at all. Sponsorships on YouTube have always been a double-edged sword. On one side, creators get a chance to
well, I've never been sponsored. So actually, I'm not gonna put my opinion. I've never been sponsored.
That would benefit.
No, actually, I've been sponsored like 3 times.
Some creators opt to push products that prey on their viewers. This is a pattern that CoffeeZilla is very good at exposing.
Almost tiny. So 3 times kind of a lot, but tiny.
Scams, but then often uses the same tactics of the scam to then pitch you like a sponsor that's in the same lane. Like, for example, he'll tell you that lotteries are predatory.
Lotteries are predatory.
They are.
They play on our psychology to suck us dry of our hard-earned money.
They are.
But then, in that same video, he'll sell you a, quote, no-lose lottery.
Play the no-lose lottery by pausing the video and clicking the link.
Now, when they say that, is it do they mean you get some money back? You know, like when you put $100 in, you get like 10 back or something like that. Technically, you're not losing. I mean, you're losing $9, but technically, you won something too. Or maybe you get something less valuable. So let's say you put $100 in and you get like a $40 pair of shoes. You're losing $60.
Link below.
That clip was from CoffeeZilla's The Most Evil Business in the World video, which called out Jake Tran for shilling predatory products to his viewers.
There's too many YouTubers, I can't watch them all.
Yotta's no-lose lottery system was going to cause more damage than any sponsor he covered in that video. But that begs the question, what is Yotta? Where did they come from, and how did they end up on CoffeeZilla's radar?
Actually, no, I do know what they are. Now I do.
The YouTube
I just didn't know that was
between July 2020 and 2023, then you would have likely heard of Yotta Savings.
I didn't watch a lot of YouTube until I watched a lot of YouTube until like 2019. I stopped a little bit.
A savings account
then I got back into it in 2022.
A chance to win $10 million every single
I've never seen this sponsored myself. I never seen someone sponsored.
Was that their platform offered a fun but safe and easy way to save more money. Yotta would offer users tickets in the lottery after they deposited a certain amount of money.
Now with that one ticket, you can go ahead and select 7 numbers, and if you do get some correct numbers out of that whole lottery system, you can actually make some money. But if you get all those 7 numbers correct, including the Yotta number, you can actually win $10 million.
In addition to Yotta's 0.2% annual interest rate, playing their lottery every week could theoretically yield an extra 2%, which was significantly higher than what most American banks offer. They were essentially offering a prize-linked savings.
No, he said you can get that, not that you will get that.
System, which was popular in the UK, but only made legal in the US around 2015. When it came to securing the funds saved, Yotta users received an FDIC insurance of up to $250,000, while the lottery numbers were picked by a third-party insurance company. However, since Yotta wasn't a real bank, they had to get these benefits by working with certified banks. Yotta was only a financial technology company that managed users' funds, and didn't necessarily hold assets. It was actually the banks they worked with that held the funds. While that system isn't normally a problem, it becomes very important later in the video. For now, Yotta's plan to get more people to save through their risk-free lottery system was working very well. With it feeling like World War III could be approaching at any moment, there's never been a better time to get some experience in the battlefield. Thankfully, this video is sponsored by War Thunder, the ultimate vehicle combat game, available for free on
Why did I not see that coming? Why did the Delta Force that weapon?
500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from 10 major nations, spanning from the
What is pretty good.
1920s to modern day. You can experience
playing on
intense
mobile more
battles with incredibly
because,
detailed vehicles, realistic
I can-
graphics, and
I
authentic
don't
sound
see it as
effects
a good
that put
game
you
plan
in
on
control
PC.
of the most powerful war machines.
I like playing on my
War
mobile
Thunder's
anyways.
advanced damage system models
On my
each vehicle
phone.
down to its components,
I'm
engines,
bored.
fuel tanks, weapons, and crew,
I used to go.
making
I
them
used to go
vulnerable to
crazy
enemy
with the
fire,
tanks.
armor and weapons
I
behaving
used to
just
get
like in
heavy
real
tank
life.
in
Join
Battlefield.
over 70
Tank
million
man.
players in epic PvP battles and explore the vast
They're doing
content War
helicopters.
Thunder has to offer. Perfect for any fans of military history. Play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. Use my code in the pinned comment or video description to sign
you do
up.
on mobile
New
too?
players
I
and
thought you
those
could.
returning after 6 months will receive a massive bonus pack, including premium vehicles, the exclusive Eagle of Valor decorator, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium. This offer is available for a limited time, so don't miss out. With that being said, let's get back into the video. At the end of
Sorry, I got
2020,
some
Yotta had
notifications
received
for
over
something
$30 million
important.
in deposits, and by 2021, they acquired tens of millions of dollars in venture
What I was
capital.
gonna do is I was
The
gonna
waves
do-
Yotta made in the finance world would eventually find their way to YouTube.
There was width in the mobile. Is it on mobile? No, I'm taking up real fast. I don't want to miss anything at the video. Yeah, there's width on the mobile. All right, as I thought. Yeah, I was like, I remember playing something.
YouTube, as many creators made videos analyzing the
a while back.
potential returns of having a Yotta savings account. While the reviews for Yotta were mostly positive, some creators saw enough potential value in that company that they became angel investors.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So through a weird twist of events, I just bought
He
a
looks
bank.
familiar.
On the 20th of September 2020, Graham Stephan uploaded a video titled Just Bought a Bank, which detailed his experience with Yotta savings as both a customer and investor. From the perspective of a customer, Graham went over a few fundamental questions about Yotta savings, like how likely are you to receive the advertised interest rate?
From a savings account standpoint, averaging higher than a 2.5% return right now is incredible, especially when you consider that even the best high interest rate savings accounts right now
There's
are
always a
paying
catch.
1%,
If it's too
and the
good to be
majority of
true,
banks
it's
are
a
well
catch.
below that.
Another question was how the chances of winning are affected by the number of people who join the platform, since the prize pool is spread among more people.
And of course, this kind internet stranger Mark calculated that the probability of your interest rate is boosted on average by 1/10 each week, depending on how many people you bring on. But here's the thing, the more people that join the app, the lower
That
the
seems kinda
average
sketchy.
interest rate becomes.
Another question was about what it feels like participating in a lottery with friends and family.
After the first drawing, just one day after I signed up for the app, I thought it was so cool, and I also wanted those bonus 100 tickets that I got my girlfriend to sign up, I got my assistant Jack to sign up, and I also got my dad to sign up. And shortly after, it became the
I wouldn't
6
sign up.
p.m.
I was
event
thinking that
where
now.
all of
I
us
would be like,
compare
yeah, I'll
our
sign up
numbers
and
with each other
forget
and
about
see
it.
who matched what.
And finally, the
I'm
other
too
question
lazy.
was
I don't
the
like
security
signing up for
measures
things.
that both protect
That-
Yotta
especially
and
I
the
don't know what they
consumers'
are.
funds.
For anyone wondering, they are FDIC insured up to $250,000 through Evolve Bank and Trust, so Yotta never actually holds your money, Evolve Bank and Trust does. This is very similar
So-
to how other cash
Can I do this from my? So if they're holding my money through a different bank, can I access that? No, probably not. Never mind.
management accounts use your money. For example, Robinhood uses Sutton Bank, and many other banks do something
I don't know
similar
enough
to
about
hold
this.
your asset. I'm sure there might be some
Personally.
skepticism around
How do we know these prizes aren't rigged? What if this is all a setup, Graham?
and to make sure this stays 100% above board after some research, all the prizes are picked and paid out by a third-party insurance company.
On the consumer side of things, Graham was generally on the side of being cautious, since the company was still in its early stages and interest rates might not be the same for very long.
Dude, that
But
frame
from the
rate-
perspective of an
What's
angel
going on with that
investor,
frame rate?
Graham
I'm
was
sorry,
more
but that frame rate's
optimistic.
kind of going
Well,
crazy.
unbeknownst to me, Ask Sebi asked if I was interested in investing in this company as an angel investor and taking a small piece of ownership during one of their first rounds of funding. So I decided to take a very close look in the company, its founders, and their business model to see if this is something I could get behind. That's when the research started, and the business model behind it is pretty interesting. They're based off the report that 40% of Americans are unable to cover a $400 emergency expense, yet they spend
That's
on
not
average
good.
$1,000 a year in the lottery. So Yotta aims to bridge that gap by
I don't spend any
incentivizing
money in
people to
lottery.
save more money through a prize-linked system.
As an American, I don't spend a single dime on lotteries. They're a waste of money. They don't work. You give maybe spend $20, you probably get $5 back. Maybe. It's not worth it.
That makes putting money away exciting.
The positive psychological and financial impact of Yotta's prize
I don't gamble.
savings
I
on
have to
people
wish
who are addicted to
RNG out when
lottery
it comes
was
to
also
gambling.
discussed, as Graham cited it as one of the reasons he was investing.
Studies have shown that prizing savings accounts actually encourage
I was
people
sorry.
to
So me and my friends went to a casino up in Oklahoma when I started at college with them. So we went to the casino and we all got a sign up bonus of like $20. So we all only used that $20, and two of my friends literally got like $200 out of it each. Me, I lost all $20 within 10 minutes. We were there for like 30, 40 minutes, and they literally 10 times their money. I lost all my money without winning a single thing.
To save more money because psychologically.
Actually, I'll answer that. They gave me some of their money. They gave me $10, and I lost that $10 in about 5 minutes because I could not win anything.
It's a lot more appealing to have the small chance at earning a lot of money than the guaranteed chance at earning very little. And for someone with $400, earning
it's small amount of money, but
on their money, which works
you know,
out to be
it just shows how bad orange you
$3.20
have.
per year, is not as exciting as saving that $400 and then having
It's not
a
like
small
I
chance
got
at earning all the
bankrupt
way up
from
to
it,
$10 million.
it was just fun.
Yotta is a win-win situation for everyone involved, especially the customer. From his perspective, Yotta was making the idea of saving more money engaging, ultimately introducing more people into the financial practice.
At the end of the day, it's all about learning
Use
how
a
to make
regular bank
saving money
account.
appealing
Why are
to
you
an
trusting these
audience who
random people with
ordinarily would
banking?
not save money. And this fits that perfectly while also giving you a fun spin
Use a
on
mainstream
things
banking
and also paying you
system.
a higher interest
They're there
rate
for
than
a
you would be
reason. They
getting
work
from
for a
almost
reason.
any
People
other
use them
bank.
for a
Even if
reason.
that means they have to pay a high amount of interest upfront to you to get you as a customer.
That low interest is there for a reason. For those banks.
To me, that's just a normal cost of customer acquisition.
While this initial vision for Yotta worked on a small scale, things would only get more complicated and risky for everyone involved. By the 9th of October 2021, Graham uploaded a follow-up video on Yotta
Oh, it's
savings
old.
titled
2021?
I Brought a Bank That's Losing Money, to give viewers a more in-depth perspective on the company.
Exactly.
So about
You're
a
giving
year
too much
ago,
money
I
back.
did the unthinkable. I made a substantial angel investment in a small startup bank that
That seems
pays
like a
people
pyramid
to
scheme
use
in a way.
it. It quickly became the #1 most trending financial app on the Google Play Store. Over $3.5 million worth of prizes were paid out across more than 250,000 users.
But how much money did that bank gain from this? How much? They probably gained a lot more than what they gave out.
60% of them open the app every single day and now could have a valuation in excess of $200 million. But I wish this story were really just as simple as that, because there have been some considerable issues that I need to address.
After expressing his initial concerns of Yotta, Graham addressed the concerns about the legitimacy and inner workings of the company by clearly differentiating it from a Ponzi scheme.
But it became evident that the
Oh,
entire
it's a
aspect
Ponzi
of a
scheme. That's what it
price-based
was.
savings
Not
account
pyramid
is
scheme.
enough
Pyramid
to
scheme
raise
is something else.
suspicion that it's gotta be rigged, it has to be a scam.
No, it says
because
a
sounds
so
like
it's a pyramid
Ponzi.
scheme. Never mind.
It's highly illegal. It's
Pyramid scheme is like when you get the guy at the top, and that guy at the top goes guy at the bottom, say, hey, get more people in this, and you get rewards from me if you do that. Then they do that, and it goes down, like, and they hire more people, and those people that got hired, then like, hey, do this and that, and I'll give you money. And it's like, okay, sweet. Gets them signed up, goes down even more and more and more. It just keeps on going. So person at top gives the second person money, and that second person gives the third person gives the fourth person money to keep going downwards and add more people to the system. That's how the pyramid scheme works.
blatant fraud, and if Yotta Bank was a Ponzi scheme, posting a video about it on YouTube and risking everything I ever have worked
That's what
for
they
would
do.
have been the
They go to your
stupidest
house
thing
too.
I
They
ever
go to
could
your
have
door
done.
to door.
However, Graham's positive outlook on Yotta didn't stop
They're
him
more
from shedding
annoying now on
light on the
YouTube.
noticeable issues with the platform, like the reducing interest rate, lack of customer support, and basic banking functionality.
You know why?
There were also
You know
some
why they had to
issues
reduce the interest rate? Because they couldn't sustain themselves. That's why they reduced the interest rates.
that I would like to address, because it wouldn't be fair for me to talk about something that I'm personally
They wanted more
invested
money.
in
They
without
can't get all that
giving it
money
an
out of it.
objective review now that I've had a year to see how things have unfolded. At first, as I expected in my previous video, it became too expensive to pay a high interest rate to bank account churners like myself, who move large amounts from bank to bank in order to game the system. When I saw how much they were initially paying, which is over 2.5% on all amounts, I decided to keep 6 figures of cash on the app because that was 4 times higher than what I was getting paid at Ally Bank. But after a few months, it became apparent that the majority of high balances never interacted with the app.
At the end of the day, Yotta was a growing startup, and like many startups, there were growing pains. But Graham wanted to look past that.
Hey, I'm a growing startup. I have growing pains. I'm stuck at 1,000 subs right now. 1,115 subs on YouTube.
Instead, Graham focused more on what the platform would be down the line.
There's a lot of potential to continue expanding into different products. With startups like this, profit is nice, but growth is even better. I'm not able to get into too many specifics here, but I will say that there is a credit card in the works and incorporating some cryptocurrency, so stay tuned. At the end of the day, it's really about reaching a new audience who
So now it's getting
ordinarily
into
would not
crypto,
have
too.
the desire to save money. Even though it's not profitable
You
yet,
say
they
crypto,
have been
I'm out.
consistently growing even without me mentioning them, which is also the reason why I have not mentioned them in a year.
In the short term, Graham's bet on Yotta paid off, as more users flocked to the platform daily, and they were able to increase their marketing efforts to grow their numbers even faster. As a result, YouTube videos sponsored by Yotta became more common between 2021 and 2023.
The more time you waste not using Yotta,
The point of a bank is to protect your assets from being stolen. At least that's how they used to work. When they gave you money for like when you gave them gold, they'll give you money. They held onto your gold because that gold, let's say like 1 bar of gold. I don't know how much it was. Let's say $50. That 1 bar of gold is worth $50. You spend that money, you spend all that $50. They have that gold. You gave them that gold for exchange of currency to spend. So it's like it's like basic trading, honestly. So you trade them 50. You trade 1 gold, they give you $50. I think I know what I'm talking about. I don't think I know what I'm talking about. I might be just completely wrong. But you give them the gold, they give you $50. You lose that gold, but you also get the equivalent amount in cash, like the value of the cash. Then you can go spend that cash. You can go buy another bar of gold for whatever reason why you would do that, and then exchange it. I don't know. I think I'm just like completely wrong. I'm like doubting myself now as I say it out loud. But either way, I don't trust random banks. Let's put it that way.
the more money you're losing out on. So get started by clicking the link below. Play the no-lose lottery by pausing the video and
You always
clicking
lose
the
in
link
the
below.
lottery.
We're proud to have
lose
Yotta
something.
sponsoring this video.
If Yotta kept to their initial vision
Mainly
of raising
time
the
and
number of
money.
American citizens actively saving, then maybe things would have continued on their current upward trajectory. But unfortunately, Yotta's rapid growth incentivized management to make a few alterations to that vision. The changes started out small, with the inclusion of casino-type mini-games like pachinko and roulette.
That's
These
not
games
good.
required users to bet their existing lottery tickets to win more, which preyed on the psychology of recovering gamblers. As with every casino, the expected payout rate would always be less than 100%, which means users who played long enough would eventually lose all their tickets. The co-founders understood the psychology behind these mechanics, and the fact they were now directly taking advantage of it was a sign for worse to come. Yotta's lottery ticket system became less profitable for users after they added Yotta Cash, which altered the $25 to 1 ticket mechanic, reading, Yotta Cash is replacing tickets as a way to play all games. $1 Yotta Cash is redeemable for $1 US. Yotta customers could see the writing on the wall, with one stating, "This update just made me lose all hope in Yotta. Never liked the ticket idea, but whatever. Now with the tickets being 10 times more expensive, I'm truly about to pull out completely."
So they remove the tickets, then they make them basically 10 times more expensive. So I'm guessing they're worth 10 cents, and they're worth $1.
If only there was a bank system with buckets, that's about the only useful feature left on Yotta.
Oh.
By now, it was obvious a good portion of Yotta's users had the desire to jump ship to a more stable bank. Withdrawing one's savings from Yotta would have been a logical decision since the original premise was all but forgotten. But unfortunately, that wouldn't even be a viable option in the coming months, as things were about to get a whole lot worse. On the 17th of May 2024,
Dude, don't jump
a
scare me
YouTuber
like
named
that.
PeopleRTV V2 published a video
That is
titled,
recent.
"I Got Scammed, the Yotta bank situation," to raise awareness for an ongoing issue he had with the platform.
You guys
dude,
read
this
the
is years
title
old,
of this
and
video
you-
correctly.
Why do
and
people trust
it's
these
not
banks?
a joke. I wish this was a joke, people. I figured let me make the best of it, potentially inform some of you guys of this situation, maybe save some of you guys, and just really shed light on this whole thing.
For the first few minutes of the video, people have recounted the decision and events that led him to join Yotta, with the main driving force being Graham's video.
I used to watch a lot of finance
Don't-
YouTubers.
I don't even trust finance YouTubers, dude. They can know what they're talking about. Why would they help you get money? Just answer that question. Why would they help you get money? Why would they not help themselves get money?
over the past few years. Recently, maybe not as much, but Graham Stephan was a leader in the field. And 3 years ago, he dropped a video titled, "I Just Bought a Bank."
Rewatching Graham's video forced Peebler to reconsider his choice to use
Well,
Yotta over a traditional bank.
Like, just watching this back now, knowing what I know, I should have just been like, dude, I just want a regular standard bank. But honestly, this was
Exactly.
fun
You
back
should
in
have
the
a
day.
standard
You put
bank.
money in, you get tickets, you make some money. And honestly, like, sometimes it would be good.
To drive home how dead the situation was, Peebler pulled up a list of supported Evolve bank partners, and Yotta wasn't on that list.
List of
that has
Evolve bank partners. Marqeta, MasterCard, Melio, Mercury, Prize Pool, Step, Stripe, TabaPay, Visa. Notice, Yotta is not on this list anymore, guys.
Despite his unpleasant experience with Yotta, Peebler didn't blame Graham for what happened with the company.
So he's a partial owner. I don't know if that is still standing currently, but I'm not holding him to blame.
However, Yotta's sudden collapse didn't come without warning, as Peebler
Never listen to someone that owns a company, partial owner, whatever, major stockholder. Don't listen to them when it comes to companies. Listen to someone that has no stake in it, because they have stake in it. They want you they want you to join on the company so they get more money.
had a notification he received a few days prior, suggesting he withdraw his funds.
If you would like to withdraw your funds now, you can do so on the Yotta app. Please note there's a $10,000 limit. If you have more than $10,000 in your account, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we apologize for this inconvenience. So I didn't think much of it. I thought, you know, whatever. Over the course of the 3 years, the structure has changed a lot.
Sadly, Peebler wasn't able to withdraw in time and found out at the worst time possible.
I need to pull my money out. I tried making the deposit, trying to just withdraw all my money into an actual brick and mortar bank that I have. And I receive this email. It says, "We are currently experiencing difficulties with payment processing, wires and debit and credit cards due to outages with Synapses brokerage bank processors. We are currently working on a resolution and we will let you know once it's resolved."
Yotta would make a post addressing their customers, explaining what was going on, and at the end of the post, Yotta told their customers that they didn't have control over the frozen funds. Instead, they placed responsibility on Evolve, reading, "Ultimately, it is up to Evolve to restore card services and Lineage, or Evolve or another processing bank to provide ACH services. We are in contact with regulators to expedite a resolution, since this is unacceptable. As a result of this technical mishap, tens of thousands of people no longer had access to money they worked so hard to save, and were given no timeline of when they'll get their funds back." By the 3rd of June 2024, CoffeeZilla uploaded a video on the collapse of Yotta and gave a voice to the affected users, as well as calling out the creators who promoted the company.
Today we're talking about a bank promoted by YouTubers that's now become a casino, and users can't get their money out.
After giving an overview of what Yotta worked, how it works, and who promoted it, CoffeeZilla presented an interesting conversation he had with the company's CEO, Adam Moles.
I reached out to the CEO, and he told me Yotta is not actually gambling. Quote, "We decided to pivot the business into sweepstakes earlier this year. Sweepstakes is not gambling. We worked extensively with lawyers in the space to build out the program." Now, I don't know which lawyer told Yotta blackjack isn't gambling, but it's time to get your money back.
Ironically, Adam would outright ask CoffeeZilla for help, but he instead offered advice to both Yotta and to the creators who took their sponsorships.
He responded asking me for help. Quote, "You can make your own moral judgment of whatever you want, that's fine, but the issue that matters is that our customers haven't been able to access their funds for nearly 3 weeks. I think you can help."
That's bad.
Honestly, he's right. I do want to help Yotta's customers not getting their money, but I can't ignore that Yotta is a savings app that became a casino, the exact thing they were fighting, and that's disgusting. 2, YouTubers brought people into a financial product that is now broken, and rather than address it, most of them have gone radio silent.
Given the complexity of the situation, CoffeeZilla pointed out why he didn't hold creators responsible for what happened, but stated that they had a role to play even after the collapse.
"This is the reason I hold financial YouTubers to a higher standard. Overwhelmingly, I find them to be more influential. Although I have to say again, I don't hold them or anyone else personally responsible. I hold them all irresponsible for promoting financial products."
CoffeeZilla continued the second half of the video by discussing the more technical side of Yotta's predicament, which was an even more entangled mess.
Since early May, Many fintechs, including Yotta and Juno and many others, have had all their user funds frozen. Up to 200,000 accounts are affected.
That's
and
a lot of
for
accounts.
many reasons that surprised users. See, most people saw these companies like Yotta as banks. Remember, Graham Stephan even said, I bought a bank.
I just bought a bank.
But this isn't quite accurate.
To fully get his point across, Coffee would bring on an industry expert to explain what was going on.
What actually has gone wrong here?
So the sort of proximate cause was on Saturday, May 11th.
Money's always a
Synapse,
problem.
which is this technology middleware provider or banking
Why
as
is
a
my
service
mouse?
provider.
Sorry, my mouse is like in the
Evolve
middle of the
Bank's
screen.
access
Let's get out of the way.
what in the court filings is being referred to as the dashboard, which is basically Synapse's IT systems.
I don't know anything about this.
Including actual ledger
Banking
information.
services, any of
And
that. I'm not
when Synapse
anyway
access to that information
good
on
with any of
Saturday,
this.
May 11th.
I'm good with money,
Evolve
but I'm not good with.
functionally
I'll mess with this
froze
stuff. Someone else mess
all of
with this
those
stuff. That's not my
programs by
expertise.
ceasing to process payments.
They would also delve into why the FDIC insurance policy wasn't going into effect.
I'm not a financial
Now,
YouTuber
what
or
is
creator.
FDIC insurance
I'm
and what
just
does
a
it
gamer.
do? It protects depositors and users in the event that a bank fails. A bank has not failed here, and so there is no direct role for the
That is true. This is not really a bank because they bank through other companies.
FDIC to step in.
Essentially, user funds were caught up in a dispute between companies that couldn't decide who owed what and to whom, with both parties pointing the finger at each other.
All in Evolve's control. We are doing everything we can to release funds. Meanwhile, Evolve says Synapse's records are wrong. Quote, recent ledgers and data do not align with the actual movement of funds in and out of Evolve. Basically, someone is lying, or even worse, doesn't know what the truth is, and this isn't a disagreement about a few pennies. It's $150 million being argued about.
Naturally,
that
viewers who
is
followed
bad.
these financial suggestions and potentially lost savings worth tens of thousands of dollars were furious, with many openly sharing their grievances on Reddit, with posts reading, "Investigate Graham Stephan about his investment in Yotta," and also, he was the one who promoted Yotta on his YouTube and got me into this mess. It was also promoting FX, as you already reported it before it burned to the ground, as well as, "Please help, never should have listened to Graham Stephan. I wonder if he knew things were looking bad, and that's why he stopped promoting it."
No matter how many subscribers they have, don't listen to
other
them.
Yotta-sponsored channels. Some creators were trying to bridge the gap by giving a different
Especially when it comes to
perspective.
money.
On the 9th of
Be
June
extra cautious with
2024, Meet Kevin gave his thoughts on the situation from his and Graham's perspective.
An easy thing a lot of fintechs do that try to innovate, so to speak, in the finance space is they partner with depository banks, and as a result, they're able to offer products or apps or services.
Like this, like Gala, like this company came out of nowhere and saying, "Oh, you can get an interest rate back," but like there is other companies like Cash App, Zelle, not Zelle. Is Zelle? No, Zelle's like more sending money back and forth. Friends. Cash App. What was that other one? It's something I forget the name, but it's that one. Those two are really the main ones I know about, anyways. But like those companies are there. Those are reputable companies that've been around for like the longest time. So instead of like going to this random company that says, "Oh, you can gamble here," there's other companies that have been doing this for a long time that know what they're doing, and they're not really banking companies. You just really just use them, like maybe for like businesses, like business transactions, or for YouTubers, they do use them for donations, kind of like PayPal in a way. So those are that. They work.
That may not otherwise
But yet again, I don't know.
Below the video,
I'm
a
not a
viewer
big
would comment
financial
a very
person,
good
so
summary of why Graham was
don't listen to
receiving
me on
so
this.
much backlash.
I'm just giving
with
my
a comment
opinion.
reading, "People are targeting Graham because he was the reason why thousands of people signed up for Yotta, and he has yet to come out and say anything about it. Even if
Yeah,
it's
you gotta take
hey guys, I
responsibility for
don't know
this.
what's going on, but as soon as
Well, you
I
don't
find
have
out
to,
something,
but
I'll let you know. Say something.
you should.
Anything." Yotta's original concept for a safe way to save money while encouraging people with the hopes of winning huge sums worked well in the beginning. Sadly, the desire for rapid growth and profitability pushed the company management to abandon that ideal, a decision users openly hated. Couple that with the recent hold on transactions, and was only a matter of time before users began to perceive Yotta as just another shady casino app. This dark perception inevitably bleeds into the reputations of creators that associated themselves with the company.
That reminds
The
me of that
negativity
old,
was only amplified by the lack of
It's not the same thing, but it's not. It's just not nothing. The same thing. It reminds me of that YouTube competitive made by who was that guy? It was so long ago, but the company got locked up, and he sold off the company to somebody. Let's see, what was that YouTube competitor? What was it, 2020 or something? It was made by some YouTuber. I forget. It was the guy that did the angry dad videos. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it real fast. Angry dad. Let's say breaks my Wii. Big Juggernuggets. That's his name. Dude, I used to watch this guy. I'm not nostalgia. It just sucks. Big Storyfire. Storyfire. That was the website. I believe you can even extract your money from this or something. This is the website. It was basically a YouTube competitor. Like Minecraft on here. Mr. Well, some people are talking about Mr. Beast. I don't even have an account here. I've never seen this. I've never been on this website until today, actually. But it was made by Mitch Juggernuggets. I think he stole off the website to somebody a couple years ago. Other than that, I have no idea. I've never used this website.
Communication and
I don't know, it just
fake
reminded
views
me of
received
that.
from
So I thought I'd
creators.
just bring it up.
However, does that mean YouTubers were to blame for what happened? Well, it's not exactly clear cut. YouTubers are responsible for screening their sponsorships, but viewers should also do some research on these products.
Yes, you
especially
should.
when
You
it comes
should
to financial
research
products.
them
While
before
no
you.
amount of
Yeah,
research could have predicted
that's exactly what I was saying. When it comes to your money, make sure you know what you're doing, or else you're gonna lose that money. And if you lose that money, that's on you.
the eventual fate of Yotta, we can only hope the hardworking individuals that saved their money have it returned to them as soon as possible. Again, big thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click my link in the
That's
description
all.
to play on
That video.
Xbox.
I'm not gonna watch that. That's all for that. That's a pretty good video. Once again, all these will be on YouTube. Everything I did tonight will be on YouTube, like always. So let's talk about this. So, I'm not a big financial person, like I said, like 10 times already, but this is really bad. Like, don't like people should take more accountability when they're doing anything with finances. Like, you cannot be sitting there. Like, I don't know how you guys even. I don't know how some people even live. I'm gonna be honest. Like, they literally losing all the money to scams like this. Like, it could be blatant. Like, you literally signing up for a bank that does lotteries. Like, no red flags was seen there. Even if it's like some reputable promoting it, they're not the ones owning the company. They don't own that company. They're not in charge of everything. They're just promoting it, so they can get money from that company. It's just stupid. I'm not too informed on this. I just thought it'd be fun to watch something different. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today.